Hey everybody, it's Ozone. Welcome back to the next episode here on the Floriann SMP. I haven't done a whole lot in the house. It's been looking good, it's been working good, and I've been enjoying my little patio area out here. I don't know what's changed, but we haven't been growing a whole lot of weeds around. I'm rather pleased about that. Even this area, which I cleared of weeds, several days ago, still hasn't grown any weeds. So I'm not really sure what changed. But today we're going to go somewhere new and do something different. Ready? Here we are in the newest addition to what we're calling Industrial City. This is an area where we have all kinds of farms, and this one is, a basic create setup here. So we got some placers, we got some sawers, we got a washing station. Down here there's crushing opportunities, and this is the maker thing. But anyway, this is just one building out of several here in the area. We have creative flight in the area thanks to this flight anchor, something that is provided by Create and which I think Dragon worked really hard to get. I don't know what it takes. Well, let's find out. It starts with a beacon and then you add a whole bunch of stuff to it. Honestly, doesn't seem too awful bad, except getting the beacon before we had the Witherskelly farm would be really difficult. But now we have creative flight here in Industrial City, which is definitely going to help out. What we do have here that looks nice anyway is courtesy of Dragon and Bionic. Not me. I haven't been that involved. My farms are basic run-of-the-mill, just get them working type of farms, like the sugarcane and the tree farm right here. But we've got a really nice bee setup here where things can get honeyed. And behind me here, we've got a big industrial power plant, a big boiler with lots of power to it. And these poles, they're set up to be like power poles that run throughout the city to transfer the power between the station and the various buildings. But like I said, this doesn't look very good at all. So what I'm wanting to do today is plat this out. It's Industrial City. It needs to look like a city, and a big part of being a city are roads. So I want to go through and I want to lay out the roads that are going to be in this area. And that means some things are going to have to be taken down or moved, and I don't know. We'll figure that out. But the idea being that we're going to have roads and that all of these farms can be encased in nicer looking buildings than we have right here. That doesn't look nice. So one of the things that I've done to try to make this work better, or at least see what we've got, is I used a regular old vanilla Minecraft map and put banners everywhere that are named for the items. And I tried bringing it out, but as you can see, the map just really isn't centered very well on our area, so it doesn't help out. So then I brought up the Zeros map like this, that scrolled out a little bit, whatever, and drew some lines on it. So that's my rough plan for where the streets are going to go. But we've got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of resources to gather, and we've got to come up with a palette. Now right here in between these two buildings, because these are two really nice looking buildings, and I don't want to move these. I don't think that they should be taken down. The farm over there, that can be taken down. But these guys, no, we don't want to take these down. So I think this is where we need to start with the first road. And given that we've got the power poles already in place here going over the road, I think right in here makes a lot of sense. I'm not too worried about how far that building is set off of the main road if we put the road right here, because it can always be filled up with a parking lot or a fenced-in area with supplies and staging or trucks or I don't know what. But, the space could be filled in. What's most important, though, is figuring out scale. How many blocks wide do we want the road to be? And I think I measured, and this is about 30 blocks in between these two buildings, but this looks like a much more manageable 15-ish over to 193, so 20-ish. Okay, so if we did, say, 10 blocks of road in between these two guys, I think that would work pretty good. I've got a bunch of different stone types. We've got these cobblestone bricks. I really do kind of like these cobblestone bricks from Quark. So I'm just going to try to lay out some of those, and we'll take a look when we get back. All right, I've got a couple things going, and we've got a lot of variety and a lot of choices. I'm going to have to share some pictures with the others on the server and get their input, but I think these might work. So starting off with this one, this is mostly cobblestone bricks. We've got both variations. We've got the twigs variation and the quark variation of cobblestone bricks mixed in with some regular cobblestone. I've got smooth stone in the middle for the lines of the road, and these are smooth stone nubs that we can cut on the stone cutter, make it pop out a little bit. Kind of like those. And then I've got, these are smooth stone bricks, which I put at the end like to indicate the lines of a crosswalk. And let's see, this side is smooth stone bricks, and this side is just regular stone stairs. Give a little bit of choices, variety, to see which color we want. I do kind of like the lighter color and the contrast that we get on this side as opposed to just regular stone. Now over here, we've got some Macaw's Path and Paving blocks. We've either got a side with mostly flagstone or a side with stone running bond. Both sides are offset and scattered in and textured with the opposite block. I honestly like this running bond. I like that the most. Did regular stone here for the lines with, again, the smooth stone nubs. The nubs exist in other things, and we could possibly go with like calcite or diorite or something for these lines instead of stone. But I'm kind of sticking with what I've got for right now, and just trying to go for some options and look at the palette, look and see what they look like. But this is a good start. It's a good start. Like I said, it's not my decision alone, so I'm going to have to talk with folks and come back later once we've kind of narrowed something down. But as a proof of concept, I feel like this works. The scale feels right compared to the buildings that we've got here. I don't really feel like the road should be much bigger. I think eventually we want to have bigger buildings than this, right? So my idea for this, and again, it's not just my idea, is that we would have different regions within the city, different city blocks, and each of those city blocks might have a different feel to it. You know, so this area along the river could have wharfs and storage houses and maybe some docks along the river and some ships in the water. We all agree. I think that sounds pretty cool. Directly adjacent to the river, at least historically, has been the industry. You know, it needs the supplies from the river. It needs to discharge its waste into the river. We're talking early industrial age here. But, you know, anyway, because of that, they've always been situated close to the river. Further on inland, well, we get into maybe the big downtown buildings, you know, crisp buildings, banks and insurance companies, and things that want to be away from the stench of the industry and the river down there. And then, you know, maybe even further on, if we go this way, who knows, we could have like brownstones, townhouses, mixed use, where there's a little shop on the bottom floor and residential on the top floor, you know. And all of this is mostly just a facade that we would run the farms inside. But, you know, again, that's just kind of my idea. That's what I think sounds really neat. And we've got to plot it out. We've got to create those city blocks and kind of decide where things are going to be. But as like a sample for the city streets, I think these are pretty good. I'm probably going to play around a little bit more and try to get a consensus and then come back later where we actually do some laying out. Well, I've been a little busy plotting out the roads, and this is exactly what I was hoping to see. I'm trying to make organization from some chaos, well, from total chaos here. I think I'm pretty happy with the blocks that I've got laid out. We've got certain sections like this where I've made the road kind of in just regular cobblestone to show how far away it is, and the smooth stone is just kind of the center line as we go along. And then as we've got other roads that I decided to lay in, you know, again, they're going through some farms and they'll have to be moved, but I think it does a pretty good job of creating a grid pattern and some organization within this district that really has no organization. I really don't like how we're so close to this thing. This is the Create Iron Farm. This is a beast, and I'm sure we don't want to rebuild that. So the roads are just going to have to move. You know, roads aren't always straight. But I think in terms of a first stab at trying to create some organization and create a city-like layout here in the industrial city, I think this is pretty good. And we've got lots of room to try to expand and go to other areas and do other things. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about this. Well, it is a few days later, and while I don't know that the design has been completely discussed, I've started making materials. So look here, we've got a vault full of smooth stone. We got 30,000 smooth stone here, and then this other vault has 45,000 stone in it. These create vaults are pretty crazy when it comes to the amount of resources that you can get out of them. Now, this cobblestone generator here, I know I have trouble recognizing it as a cobblestone generator, honestly, but it is. And this cobblestone generator is just absolutely massive and crazy. And there was a funnel here that was already in place that I co-opted and added the lava, and there's a fan back there, so it cooks all of the cobblestone into stone. And this was much smaller. Right here, I'd had another one that went into this vault to make the smooth stone. And once this vault got filled, I took all that down and expanded this vault to be filled up with stone. I do believe that this ought to be more than enough stone for the road project here, but, you know, hey, I could absolutely be wrong. And they're not very well placed, but, you know, eventually I think that we'll go through them. But just look at this cobblestone generator here. It's really kind of crazy the way that it works. I mean, it does, I don't know, a full stack of cobblestone, like every back and forth. Just impressive. Super impressive work there. Regardless, yeah, now I think it's time to actually start thinking about the roads a bit more. I have decided that this lava farm probably should stay here, and obviously this brick farm should stay here, and so we need to make the road that's right here narrower, because I think where did I have the edge? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but if this is the center line, you know, it's clearly impacting this. So either we don't even need to bring the road up here. I think that's actually probably the better choice, honestly, is to just stop the road right there. And I think this road being, basically these roads here, this one and the one on the other side are right next to the main power plant here, which looks nice in relation to the power plant, but it kind of looks weird in relation to the general Create factory over here. So I think it'll be worthwhile to move this road over by, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks at least in order to better center it between these two buildings. And this road right here, if there is a road at all, maybe there isn't even a road at all, would just be thinner. And I think this has the same problem, right? It's nestled right up against the power plant here. It looks good in that regard, but all of this space over here just seems a bit weird. And furthermore, once we get down here to be in front of the bee farm, the road is very close and it feels crowded. So I think this road also needs to be moved over some 3 or 4 blocks in order to like center things out a little bit better. But work is progressing. Work is progressing. And we'll have roads over here in full swing soon enough. I just have to put out the word and tell everybody, hey, follow this pattern and then follow the lines, and hopefully other people can chip in. I just need to do a little bit more in order to lay the groundwork so that other people can pretty easily follow it, right? Because these kinds of big projects really need a full team effort, and everybody on the server should be chipping in to help make this happen. It's like the Wither Skelly farm. You know, we put down some 60 or 70,000 buttons in the nether in order to spawn-proof the area around the Wither Skeleton farm. And, you know, that was a huge project, and we all kind of worked together on it. I'm not showing it in my videos because, you know, it doesn't really need to be there, but that's something that's been done And yeah, so we've got a good community, and I think we can get this knocked out if we can get everybody behind it. Anyway, I got to do a little bit more prep work, but it is moving. Well, it seems like we've got a design picked out. Only a couple people have given some feedback, but I rather liked this one, honestly, and that seems to be what people are agreeing to go with. So now it's time to make a whole bunch of materials. I've got these limited barrels. They only store one kind of item, but they can store an awful lot of it. And I need to make a whole bunch of materials. Once we get a bunch of materials made, then it's time to really make a sample section that everybody can go off of. And then it's time to call out the army, call out the rest of the server, and let everybody chip in and help. Because nothing says a server project like doing it yourself, right? No, definitely not. We need everybody to chip in. And so, yeah, I just got to lay the groundwork. That's what I'm trying to do. Lots of materials, though. That's first. Well, I think this is a pretty good start. It's a good pattern to show everybody what we're after, and I've moved it away from the power plant, like I said, in order to try to center it a little bit more. I like it being pushed over a little bit more because it'll give more room to the bee farm back there. And like I said, I've been pretty busy making up a lot of materials here, so there should be more than enough, at least right now, for anybody else that might want to get started. The pattern's pretty clear. But I do want to actually get this road all the way finished. You know, this one going all the way to the bee farm. So I'm going to get this one going and get this one finished and try to make a time lapse of it. I haven't done any time lapses in this series. So let's see what we can do. Cue the time lapse music. Well, that was pretty fun, wasn't it? Honestly, it's not hard, pretty repetitive in general, so it's pretty easy to do. At least in this stage, right? We've got a lot of work left to do. The farm is too close to the road, obviously. Both of them here. We got a bunch of chests stuck in the middle that go back to the very beginning of when we plotted out this area, and some random barrels of stuff here. So it's looking pretty good. I really want to get this crossroad laid out, and I need to put in some crosswalks. Obviously, I forgot to texture and fill in this part here, but you know what? The road is looking pretty good. Pulling out to free cam, and we can see that we've got, a nice road going all the way down. A little bit of elevation changes here and there. Not too much, but we are definitely going to have to fix these things up. And as we get closer to the river over here, it seems like we've got some bigger hills, some more elevation changes. Maybe doing something special over here where we got this hill. I don't really know, but it's a good first start, right? But what I need to do now is focus on this road right here, which is going to be smaller. So I'm going to have to basically come up with a new road design and make it turn and just turn this into an intersection. But you can see where this is going. We'll have to come back next week and check in on the final product. Well, if it's even done in a week, which I highly doubt, because we also went on a grand adventure and opened up a new area where we're going to be building new buildings for what we're calling Newtown, I guess. it was kind of difficult, honestly. The lag was pretty bad for some reason, but it had this really, really cool structure. It's got a museum thing in there. We're going to keep that structure and make it be the center of our town. So let's go check out some of that adventure.
There's a global waypoint where we can start.
Okay.
It's called Old World Border Positive.
Yep, I've been here.
Okay. We all going there?
What's it called?
So it's the last one on the list.
Border Positive.
Order.
Hey, look, a desert.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever been here.
And terracotta and all sorts of stuff.
I've been here.
Oh yeah, I've been. Oh no, I haven't been here. I've been to a different
Someone
one.
was
I
here.
was
There
gonna-
was all these floating blocks when we got here. When I got here,
Oh.
there was like floating blocks.
Oh, that
Someone
was
had been.
I thought I'd been here, but then I
I don't know what you're
remembered that
talking
that
about.
was the last one.
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
last one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like
It wasn't
Sounds
me.
a
I don't know what
bit
you're talking
sussy.
about.
it was me.
It wasn't
Wasn't
me.
me.
It wasn't me.
So what are we looking
Okay.
for here?
So we're gonna head. I'm gonna try to find it and set a waypoint so I know which direction I'm flying. And then
Fair.
We're heading positive. We're heading this way. It says New
Yeah.
It's
Town.
the way.
Oh wait, I went too far.
It's this.
So southwest,
They've got
Here.
it's yeah.
I mean,
it's a few thousand.
or is it
blocks, so
northeast?
It's
It's
southeast.
the way I'm
Southeast.
facing.
Yeah, it's only like maybe. Yeah,
We won't tell them.
no,
Because then then they'll be
way.
upset. Oh, it's a bit laggy.
Yeah.
it is. Oh,
But I unloaded all the chunks.
Oh,
Preloaded all the chunks.
this is
Oh.
the adventure. This is what we were talking about.
The lag makes it interesting.
death loops thanks to lag. Is that what you mean?
Damn.
Oh my god, we should have put a
Oh, there's an
bed-
ants. Look at the ants. They're giant. Yeah, I've never had it this bad. And it
Yeah,
wasn't
me
this
either.
bad before I did the full start. Because I flew out to make sure I put the world border in the right place.
One time I was just going back to Tinker's
Oh my
Castle
God.
where I had been, and it was this laggy. So I don't know.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
The one that you
Oh
and I
my
cleared
gosh,
out,
I'm like-
Magpie.
Oh yeah. I've
Oof.
had bits of lag here and there, but this is actual like rubber banding. I've not
Oh, yeah.
had that yet on here. Maybe
Ooh.
Should I do it?
maybe once.
Due to the lag, the flight was kind of difficult, but we did eventually make it. Oh, wait for us to get there. We're only 300 blocks away.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay. I thought you were here.
We fly like 20 blocks and rubber band back 10.
Oh, that is a cool building.
Ooh. What it? Oh, I think I already been in one of these.
Shush.
Okay, well, so that's why there's a bed, huh? Because we're going to die a lot, right?
Yes.
We might. I do believe it
Maybe.
is hostile at parts, and we were thinking, and I don't know what everybody else thinks, but as a community, we can decide.
There's two little villages.
What was
That's
it?
down there.
All that we make this
The museum.
Oh, wow.
museum. Yeah.
That's
Yes, a village or two got kind of trapped inside
like,
the generation.
Museum and like
That's
town hall
crazy.
kind of
Ozone.
thing.
Ozone.
Yeah, that's cool.
what?
There's a lot of freaking mobs down there.
I'm
Trust
not.
me.
Okay, I will trust you. I'm not seeing them, but
Oh my god!
that's why I was crouching because I knew somebody would do it.
I was crouching too.
Wasn't crouching hard enough, I guess.
Who's the one who hit me?
Wasn't me.
Magpie.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't
Uh-huh.
me. Wasn't me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
gosh, I missed. Thank God. I
There's a
wait,
lot of
I
villages
got it.
around here.
Oh,
I
man.
love this building.
I
I'm
was
gonna
hoping everybody would.
look at-
I was-
Yes.
Look at it a little
Makes
bit
me wanna
more.
cry.
Wait till you see the inside.
It's got a hot air balloon that's like
Oh,
half out of
oh,
one of the
can I-
roof. That's fun.
Can I say for just a second, if we're going to use this as a museum, as we go through it, If we could just, I guess, what's everybody think about just taking from the chest and not like taking items out of the rooms yet? You'll
Don't
see what I mean
pillage
as
it.
we go through it. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
Yeah.
pillage
that would
it
be
yet
good.
until we decide as a
Chests
community
only.
what we want to do.
Loot the chests and don't destroy the building.
Open the door. The door closed behind. There we go. The building itself turned out to be something of a museum. There were some spawners, but they weren't really that big of a deal. We just put some torches on them and they never really spawned anything anyway. The museum rooms were all pretty neat. Each one had its own flavor and showcased certain mobs. Like there was an Egyptian one that had a whole bunch of asps and they hurt. Actually, I popped my totem down there because I had trouble getting away from them. There was another room with a jungle and a whole bunch of monkeys, and everybody loved that. But then it did get dangerous as we found the dungeony area. Oh my! I fell down the well.
Yeah. Oh, how do I?
Well.
Oh, they're
Oh.
all there. Yeah.
There's a little...
Yep.
Ah, there you are.
Huh?
Come sit here.
No. Why?
Come sit here. Come. You want to push the button?
Hands and feet inside the chair at all times.
Push the button, Hex.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have fun.
I was
Magpie
going down
was
to
good.
help.
Bye.
And
Okay.
Witch using magic.
Go ahead.
actually, we need to light up these spawners, don't we? Ooh, this is cool stuff. Got the piglin head.
Let's not leave the door open.
Jar a slime.
I think
Let's
we
go
need
this
to...
way. Come on. Come on, Ozone.
Oh, no. You go first. Bye.
What the hell would you go to bed for?
All right. Do it again.
I wasn't ready for that yet.
You don't need to be ready. You're too good. Are you getting me?
I did, but you were in my way.
That's
ready
no
for the last
excuse. Sure, let's go.
That's right. Pro Minecrafters.
Oh, poison spiders. That's fun. Eventually, we got it all cleaned out and safe.
I only
Yeah.
took down 2
I'll
bars.
take you anywhere, can
I'll
you?
put them back up.
I'm kidding. I'm pulling your leg.
Please.
Aussie humour.
That's it. That's it. I'm
Aussie
going to
humor.
jump off the cliff. That's it. Goodbye.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Oh, I forgot. I don't have my lights on. I found the water.
Well, here we are a few days later, and as you can see, the community really has come together and added a lot to the city here. It's so much more well organized, or it feels more well organized than it ever did before. And having these roads laid out, kind of plotting out the city, it makes it start to feel like a city again, which is great. I love it. So I'd call this a successful mission. Now we have the ongoing problem of trying to figure out how to organize everything else in here and how to get some buildings around what remains. Like the sugarcane farm here. I had to move it and rebuilt it, and so it needs a facade. Once it gets a facade, it'll really start to look like it belongs in the city, but right now it doesn't. So my hope is that the people who are good at building will volunteer to make some buildings around the farms that we've got going on here in the city. There's some awfully good builders on this server, and I'm really hoping that we can get some help pitching in and getting this city built up into, well, a city. But it's not going to happen overnight. And honestly, the amount of progress that we've had right here with the roads is amazing. It really, really feels like it's a city and it's starting to come together. But that is all the time we have for this video. I really hope you enjoy this cozy Minecraft and building style. And if you do, please give the video a like. It would really help. I've been not getting such great views on these videos, and it's a little disheartening sometimes. But I'm trying something new, and I hope you can appreciate that too. All right, well, until the next episode, remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out.